Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a Google form that will automatically grade quizzes for you and provide instant feedback for your students. The first thing I want you to do is to sign into your Google account with your teacher email so that your Google Forms are going back to your teacher account. Then I want you to go to the URL address up at the top, and I want you to type forms.google.com, where you'll see different options at the top to create a Google form, but I want you to click on the one that says blank quiz. Once you click on blank quiz, it will take you to a template for your Google form. We're going to title this blank quiz math quiz just for an example to show you how to work this out. The first question, let's just make it an easy one. What is 1 plus 1? This is how you enter in the question. There are many different types of questions that you can insert on a Google form. Multiple choice is normally the one that is used the most because it's the one that can provide instant grading super fast. So for the purpose of this video, we'll just stick with all multiple choice, but you can do checkboxes, drop down questions, short answer, and many others. To put in the answers, the multiple choice answers, you have to click here where it says option 1. Option 1 will be our choice A. So what is 1 plus 1? We can say 2. Then if you want to add another option, you can click below. Add another answer, 3. Add another answer here, 4. Add another answer here, 5. So we have what is 1 plus 1, and then just like for a multiple choice question, it would be like A is 2, B is 3, C is 4, D is 5. So this is the question, but we also, while we're doing this, we want to make an answer key because we want it to be automatically graded. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the bottom left and click answer key. Answer key is what we hope students will pick. So what is 1 plus 1? Hopefully we all know it is 2. So we're going to click 2 in hopes that our students choose that answer. This is where you can also take time to add answer feedback. So if you add answer feedback for incorrect answers, you can either say, please review notes on addition, or you can even add a YouTube video on addition. So if you click on the YouTube button and type addition, you can review a bunch of different videos that pop up. Select the one that you want, and then when that student gets that answer wrong, they'll be able to review instantly after the quiz. If you want to do some correct answer feedback, for example, you have mastered this standard, great work, you can also do that and click save. You'll see your feedback below just so you can see what the students will see. And then you'll assign a point value. So you're going to determine how many questions that you want on this quiz. Let's say we want 5 questions and each question is going to be 20 points. So I'll put 20 points up in the top right for this question. When you do each question on the form, it'll show you your total points up in the top right to see where you're at. So right now we've only done one question that's worth 20 points. So the students are only able to do 20 points on this quiz so far. Now we click done for this question and we go back to the form. You also want to make sure you're clicking required on the bottom right because students have to complete this question before they submit. If that isn't checked, then they can submit the form and just skip that question, and you don't want that. Anytime you add a question, I highly recommend you click the preview button. This eyeball is going to show you what the students see when they take your quiz. So far, this is all you have. Math quiz, what is 1 plus 1? You click the answer, click submit, and then your response has been recorded. So that's what we have so far. Add more questions by clicking on the plus sign on the panel on the right side of the screen. When you're ready, you can go ahead and insert more questions. So here you can see that I've inserted 5 questions, and at the very top I made sure to insert a short response question that says type your first and last name here. This is a really important step because sometimes if you forget to collect their email addresses, you know where the form is coming from. So make sure you start the Google form with saying type your first and last name here. That way you know who's turning in the form. Then at the very end, double check to make sure that it's out of 100 points or out of how many that you want on the form. And then you click preview to make sure that all of your questions pop up. So type your first and last name here. I have 5 questions and they're 20 points apiece, so that'll be out of 100 points. So that's perfect. Now you can change the color, the font type, and the header of your Google form by clicking the top right Artist Palette button. Now let's take the quiz to see if it's working. We're going to click again on the eyeball to see what the students would see. Then you can fill it out as if you're a student. So student A, I'm just going to pick a bunch of random choices. A lot of these are the wrong answers. And click submit. This says that your response has been recorded, so go back. And now if you look here at responses, you should see the number 1. That's because only one person has completed this Google form. Summary will give you an average of how all the students did, but if you click on individual, you can go to each student. So this is student A, what we just did. They missed question 1, 2, they got question 3 right. And then it's automatically graded here. This is their grade of 40. If you want to put all of their grades in an automatic list, you'll click this button here and it'll create a spreadsheet for you of all of their names and their grades. It also includes the timestamp when they took the formative so you know at what point they were completing the formative. So you're done with your Google form. Now you just need to send it to your students. So you're going to click the top right button and click send. And then you want to click on the paper clip in the middle. And this is the link that you're going to copy and paste to your students. So if you want to paste it into your Google Classroom, if you need to email it, if you need to put it on your website, however you want to get this out to your students, this is the link that you're going to use to copy and paste. If you want to shorten the URL, if you think this is too long, you can always click this button here. It'll give you a new link, and this will also take you to your Google form quiz that you want students to complete. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.